What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Heroclix Clash. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Spider-Man double identity figures from the Heroclix Iconix line. This is the very first figure in the Iconix line and the very first Iconix figure, period. Let's take a look at it. Okay, before we open this up and take a look at the figures and the cards, let's discuss the packaging. The elephant in the room, the amazing packaging of this set of figures. The first time recently we saw figures come like this was the Hellfire Gala, and that was 8 characters. This is 2, obviously. So let's take a look at the inside cover. These minis are on point. Spider-Man Double Identity represents the first ever release from the Marvel Heroclix Iconix line. Heroclix Iconix showcases iconic moments, characters, and stories from the comics universe, each made specifically for the collectors and the superfans. The back also goes into some detail. I won't read all of that. I'll leave you to pause the video and read it, or buy one for yourself, because they are definitely worth having. Now, we open it up again. We take a look. We have the figures pointing at each other, like the iconic, pun intended, scene where they're in the warehouse. Now let's go ahead and open this box and take a look at the figures and the cards. Okay, so here we are, Spider-Man and Spider-Man? Do you know which is which? Because I don't. We're gonna get into the cards here. I just wanted to display them out on their respective card. Pose them out here pointing at each other, same way they were in the box, because otherwise you're not going to be able to tell who is who unless you look at the card and collector's number 001 and collector's number 002, both branded Spider-Man. But you can look here at their team abilities and kind of get a hint at which is which. So let's break the cards down. Alright, we'll start with Spider-Man 001. We'll go ahead and take a look at his card first. He's named Spider-Man, obviously. He has the Magia, Spider-Man family, and celebrity keywords. Next down, we have his trait, "That man is an imposter." At the beginning of your turn, choose a direct line away from Spider-Man and orient him so he's pointing at the line. Whenever Spider-Man is moved or placed, he remains pointing along that direct line. The closest other character within line of fire that occupies the last direct line that Spider-Man chose to point in can use shape change. If they can already use shape change, instead increase the result of their roll for shape change by +1. Now let's take a look at this Spider-Man's dial. He's 45 points. He has 5 clicks of life, a range of 4, with 2 lightning bolts. He has charge, incap, super senses, and outwit for the first 2 clicks. Then the third click he has leap climb, steal energy, mastermind, and a special damage ability for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th clicks. I'll flip the card over. His second trait, "No one will know I'm not the real Spider-Man." Shape change and sidestep. When Spider-Man uses shape change, if one or more other characters named Spider-Man are on the map, once per turn, you may re-roll the result. Now his special damage power, Accomplished Art Thief. Outwit. When Spider-Man uses it and chooses a standard power the target can use, he can use the chosen power until your next turn. That's not bad. That's really not bad for 45 points. Now, team player, free, choose a team ability that a friendly character can use that isn't uncopyable. This character can use the chosen team ability until you choose again, uncopyable. Okay, so not too bad, not too bad. Well, let's get down to the minute details. Real name, Charles Cameo. Aha, so he's not the real Spider-Man. His first appearance, or significant appearance, Spider-Man number 19B, 1967. Okay, so That is this Spider-Man. We've gone over his traits, his point value, his special abilities. Now let's take a look at this figure. Not bad. I really like how they've done this. He's on the purple base. All of his information on there like so. Everything seems to be in order. Now let's take a look at the other Spider-Man, and we'll see who the imposter really is. Last but not least, we have Spider-Man 002. Again, we'll start with the card. His name, obviously, Spider-Man. But beside of his name, you'll see the Spider-Man team ability symbol. He has the Avengers, Spider-Man family, reporter, and scientist keywords. His trait, that man is an imposter. At the beginning of your turn, choose a direct line away from Spider-Man and orient him so he's pointing at the line. Whenever Spider-Man is moved or placed, he remains pointing along that direct line. The closest other character within line of fire that occupies the last direct line that Spider-Man chose to point in can use shape change. If they can already use shape change, instead increase the result of their roll for shape change by +1. Now again, we're not real sure yet. We have a clue, but we're not real sure yet who the real Spider-Man is. So let's take a look at his dial. So just like the other Spider-Man, this guy is 45 points. He has 5 clicks of life. He has a range of 4 with 2 lightning bolts. But we see some difference in the powers and abilities. So for the first click, he has charge, incap, super senses, and perplex. Now on the second click, we see a special speed ability. He also has incap, super senses, and perplex. The third through fifth click, we see that special speed ability. We have incap, super senses, and probability control for clicks 3 through 5. That's not bad, 45 points for some perplex. Later down the dial, you see some prob. I'd pay 45 points for that. I do, however, wonder what his special speed power is. So let's take a look. Alright, now on the back of the card, you'll see the first trait, I'm the real Spider-Man. Leap climb, sidestep. If no other friendly characters named Spider-Man are on the map, Spider-Man can use sidestep twice a turn. That's not bad. That gives you 4 squares of movement on top of charge. So that's really not bad. That gives you 8 on your charge. Not too bad. That's if no other Spider-Man's on the board. Now, his special speed ability, Webnet, plasticity, opposing characters within range and line of fire must roll for breakaway as if they were adjacent to Spider-Man. Now honestly, if you ask me, that's really not bad. Now, Spider-Man team ability. Obviously, as most of you have known, it's changed. Now it's Super Sense, but only succeeds on a 6. If the character can already use Super Sense, instead increase the result of the roll for Super Sense by +1. So this Spider-Man rolls out on a 4, 5, or 6, which really isn't that bad. Honestly, I've had a lot of good luck with that. Now we get into the meat of it. This is the real Spider-Man. Peter Parker. Same appearance, Spider-Man 19B from 1967. Now something I wanted to point out, the sculpt is essentially the exact same, which is what makes this iconic. Yeah, he's pointing at you. So the thing I wanted to point out with both cards is their numbers are exactly the same. 8, 11, 18, and 3 top dial. They just have different powers and abilities. They're both essentially the same, which I think is cool. They might mix well on a team, they might not. I'll leave that up to you.